Thank you, Mike. Now, I think I'm motivated to buy some stock. You know, you've just given me a good reason to go into stocks. But when it comes to motivation, we always have someone interesting come to talk to us. Tamiko Cuellar. I missed it. Oh my goodness, Cuellar. Yes, the L is silent. So Cuellar, she's the founder of and CEO of Pursue Your Purpose, and she's been recognized for her leadership abilities all over the world. She is a member of the Forbes Coaches Council and the National Association of Professionals. In short, she's an embodiment of excellence, and she's here to talk to us about owning your brilliance and letting you take you to heights unimaginable. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
So your profile was a lot longer than what I just read out just now, but it's really great to have you on the show. So now, reaching your goals, owning your brilliance, it feels like something very far-fetched, especially in a climate like Africa, Nigeria. Yes. What is the first thing you would tell maybe a client or a group of people you are going to speak to on owning your brilliance?
Yes. You know, Own Your Brilliance, I wrote a whole book about it because there were so many people who were misplaced or displaced in their career choices. Okay. People are doing things now just to make money. You know, that can only take you so far. Often you won't have the fulfillment to go along with it. So I tell my clients to take inventory of their gifts, talents, skill sets, and abilities, and then I teach them how to monetize them.
Okay. So skills, let's take that again, skills,
gifts, talents, skill sets, and abilities.
So there are a lot of gifted, talented people right here on the streets.
I agree.
And they're not getting jobs, they're not getting opportunities in the fields that they're really interested in. Yes. So it does feel like you're speaking over and over like a broken record to people that cannot find those opportunities.
Yes.
So where do we go from there?
Well, this is why I talk a lot about taking ownership of your own brilliance. Okay. You know how many times we look for other people to give us opportunities when we can create them ourselves. Okay. So this is what I teach my training and my leadership classes about. I'll be teaching on Saturday, as a matter of fact, at Workstation in Victoria Island at 9 a.m. I'm teaching a master class to teach people how to do that. When you don't, there's 23% unemployment in Nigeria right now. If the jobs don't exist, that means we must create them, right? So this is what I teach people how to do, and take those skill sets and monetize them into a viable business.
I know there's a young person watching right now who needs some kind of bullet points. They need some bite-sized nuggets to help them get through this week. So how do we start with those bullet points?
Okay, one thing you want to look at is, what are you already giving away for free?
Okay.
People often recognize our gifts before we do. We tend to, we do it to help people. People ask us to do things. Can you plan this? Can you organize this? Whatever your skill sets are, take a look at that and then see if you can actually turn that into something that's monetizable. Okay. The second thing that you want to do is to make sure that it's in alignment with things that you're actually passionate about, things that you want to do, and move your life in the trajectory on that path. Don't go and chase things like money for just the sake of getting money. Okay. And then the third thing that I would say is just keep the faith, be resilient. Business is not easy. You're going to have some times where you're going to get knocked down. You have to have a strong, resilient spirit if you're going to keep on the path of entrepreneurship. Okay,
so that resilience you're talking about, man, I don't know. I've seen my own brother, my only sibling, my brother right now. He's passionate in so many great things. Yes. And he's a great young, energetic person. Yes. But he's just not been able to, go in the direction he really wants to go. He ends up going into jobs just to, keep going. And there are young people that have families to feed. Yes. So how do you keep that resilience and then, also be able to fend for your family? Yeah. Your brother sounds like he needs to come to my class, but I remind people that there are 7.6 billion people on this planet. Okay. And I say, I broaden their horizons. I get them to thinking about unconventional ways to make money outside of the context of Nigeria, outside of the borders of Lagos, So I show them opportunities, even online ways that they have now these things called digital nomads. I am myself one.
I am not relegated to a geographical region. I can work from anywhere.
Okay.
So I just teach people the things that I know and that I know that work for me. So that's what I would encourage people to do, is to look outside of their environments for opportunities.
So don't just think about what's in Lagos. Don't just think about what's immediately hands-on. So you're saying go online? You're talking digital now.
Yes, this is the one thing I noticed about Nigeria. I travel all over the world. The one thing, there's no shortage of talent here in Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay, hands down, they have a lot of places in the world beat when it comes to talent. However, the embracing of technology is a little bit slower than comparatively speaking to other places. Once Nigeria really grabs hold of technology, then their opportunities really broaden and are limitless at that point.
Okay. So now there's probably a young person's parent, and he sees his son on his phone all the time, not doing much else. And to a parent, it's like, what are you always doing on that phone?
Yes.
You know, why are you always tweeting? Why are you always on social media? So you're saying you would like to encourage young people to embrace technology, go online more?
Yes. If you're going to be on Instagram anyway, why not use it to promote and advertise a business, something that you're selling, that you can profit from, right? So the young people are using social media, but when it comes to connecting it to viable business opportunities that's going to get them money, that's where I see the disconnect.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so on an average, a young person uses maybe, let's say, 500 to 1,000 naira a week on data. I'm thinking, you know, how much of that 1,000 naira are they making back every time they're on social media?
Right.
Really, it's kind of expensive when you think about it.
Yes, it is. That's a barrier that, you know, in comparison with other places in the world, you know, the technology, the access to the internet is so expensive here in comparison to what people actually make.
Okay.
So we realize that's a barrier, but for the people who have access to data, you know, use it into something that's going to bring money back to you instead of shelling out money, you know, just for frivolous things like socializing online, you know. Yes.
Okay, so I know we've been talking a lot about young people, but there are also people who are married, who have families, who are also looking for something to motivate them. Maybe they've tried some businesses and they've been knocked down, or maybe they just didn't work, or they didn't get the right encouragement or guidance. You know, how do people start picking up the pieces from there?
Yes.
As quickly as possible.
Yes. You know what? Contact a coach. Even the best players in sports, they need coaches, right? When they hit a snag or they hit a wall and they don't know what to do or how to improve. Everybody in life at some point, you're going to need a mentor, a coach, a trainer. Connect with somebody like me or somebody in your area who can help push you forward to your next level.
All right then. Thank you, Tamiko,
My pleasure,
for coming to talk to us today. And I'm going to get that name right. Cuellar.
Yes,
Tamiko
you
Cuellar.
got it.
I got it. Yes. Now, of course, we'd love to know your opinion of what we've talked about today. Please talk to us on social media. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria. Can't wait to see your messages. The show will resume shortly. Do not go anywhere.